Nah, don't try to skip a step. Go and watch part 1 first. This is part 2. You got to go watch part 1 first, all right? If you already watched part 1, then let's get into the video. Let's go!
I belong to you.
Family, what it do? It's your girl Tamika, and I am back with another video. I am back. Shout out to my family, S&T squad. Y'all the best squad, and I love y'all a long way. Please believe me. Look, if it's your first time here, you know the routine. I'm gonna need you to smash that subscribe button. We on the road to 50K, and I'm gonna say it until I'm blue in the face until I get there. Smash it! We're in a whole relationship. Make sure that you also turn those post notifications on too, so we can stay connected. Look, man, we in this part 2 of Clarence ex Leslie. You know what I'm saying? Her reaction to the fake book. You know what I mean? Hopefully in this video here, we're gonna find out who wrote the book. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm here for. I really want to know who wrote their book. So without further ado, we about to slide into their video. Let's go.
Stop right there.
Allegedly, Leslie clicked on her account, and her account had 3 million fans. Like, basically, she was popular.
Alright, so I'm going to say this. There was a time in the basement, because that's where I was living at, when we were together with him. Because this just sounds familiar, and I guess people are putting pieces together, but I've never looked at his phone or seen a message of Queen. The only thing that this reminds me of is the time where he had told me that Queen wrote to him and told him that he should start YouTube. And that's it. And he made...
We know about this part. Is this the video where it's going to be the exclusive stuff in there too? I'm just trying to figure this out because I'm not.
It seemed to me that when she DM'd him that was a long time ago. Mind you, the reason why I know of her is because me and Clarence used to watch her videos with Chris Sales. And
the irony. Yo, that shit crazy. But listen, this is what I don't understand. Okay. Okay. So like their relationship ended. We already know that. We've seen it. You know what I mean? Like, this is nothing different from any relationship in America. Like, I just don't understand it. I mean, like, okay. Let's just keep going.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed her humor. I enjoyed his humor. I enjoyed them together. And me and Clarence used to watch their videos. That's the crazy shit. That's the crazy part. But, yeah.
Her account had 3 million fans, and then it's like it went from, oh my God, you were so damn fine. If I wasn't married, I'd marry you. So the girl was married. You know, after that, she continued.
I want to say one thing, because sometimes a lot of people just seem to want to point fingers at folks and things like this. Okay, there's almost damn near 9 videos. All right, where Chris Sales has said repeatedly that he was the one to end the relationship with Queen, that he was not in love anymore. Okay, so this narrative of her cheating on him and all of that extra shit, can y'all stop? For real. Like, just say y'all don't like this girl, say you don't like Chris, say whatever y'all want to say. But at the end of the day, dog, he has said a million times that he just was not in love with her anymore. He was not attracted to her anymore. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted to be away from her. So, like, it's like, I don't understand why people is trying to, like, find the reason of why Queen and Clarence got together. You know what I'm saying? They got together because they wanted to. In a discussion. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand where this extra stuff is coming from, bro. Like, seriously. Just like she's been with Jeremiah and the boxer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has moved on, but what I just don't understand is why we focus on the ex's ex. They done both been in relationships, bro. Like, I'm so flabbergasted over this part, y'all. Y'all can probably see that I'm about to blow a head gasket. Because I just don't understand why we going down memory lane of their relationship. I want to know who wrote the book. That's it. Like, I don't know.
To send messages. She continued to send messages to this girl's man.
I guess that's true because it's all over YouTube. Their
She
conversation.
was married. And she was sending messages to another man.
I found out also when you guys found out.
Talking about she wanted to marry him.
And then it all made sense.
And if it wasn't for
why me and him was going through what we was going through towards the end of our relationship.
Don't even know the man. It's a complete stranger. Mind you, only know him off of social media. Already talk about she would marry him.
So, I mean, on this part right here, she basically saying that, you know what I mean, Clarence was starting to like Queen, and that's the reason why his relationship or his off and onness with her went bad. Because I kind of got lost, y'all. I kind of blanked out a little bit. Is that what she's saying? I mean, that's fucking terrible. You know what I mean? But how many women has that happened to? Drop it down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. I just don't. My heart goes out to her because I feel like that she was dragged in a situation for no reason at all. I'm being real with you, Shawty. Like, Shawty really was just over in her own little cut by herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't saying anything to nobody, bro. She was doing her own thing. You know what I mean? So I do get it. Like, she was just dragged into some bullshit for no reason. It's frustrating. I get that junk. But to me, it's like you're making a narrative even prolong with going down memory lane with an ex that you're not in a relationship with no more. Like, I'm just stuck on that.
Because he's fine. Really, just real dumb. Anywho, allegedly, Leslie, the ex, said that she saw more messages, and that person, that famous public figure, started telling Clay stories about her husband. The public figure was talking about her husband, how her husband found her unattractive, and how she wanted to leave her husband to be with Clay.
I'm not going to talk about anything with her and her husband because it's not my business.
And
who husband? Now I'm lost. She mean when Queen used to be married? Alright. My bad, y'all.
So, Clay basically, you know, the ex basically that's the author of the book, the ex basically flipped out. She got mad because she's like, you're not just doing this for money. Like, there's an emotional connection that's building. Like, you're basically taking it too far. You're actually listening to this girl. You're actually, you know, entertaining this girl on a...
Okay, so around the time that Queen came to his life, me and Clarence, we never really broke up. What he asked for was space because he wanted to do things that he couldn't do while I was there living with him.
Whoa. But let me ask, hold on. See, this is where it's getting tricky for me because I remember when he had the white shirt on, orange background, the basement. Yeah, he came on the internet and was like he was single. Baby girl, like, oh, this is crazy. But again, I'm trying to understand what this got to do with the book. Y'all, I'm not even trying to be funny at all. I just do not understand this line of what we're talking about. Who wrote The Queen of Lies is what I want to know, shawty. Like, this is so frustrating to me right now, bro.
That's what he told me. And I cried about it. I was sad. I was hurt. But I didn't want to stop him from achieving his goals or doing whatever he wanted to do. I didn't want to be the block to it. I didn't want to be the tremendous obstacle that he needs to go over, you know? As much as I loved him, I wanted him to be happy too. And I wasn't going to sit back and get treated less than I deserve. So I let it be.
I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. But see, this is where I think that a lot of people should have been watching the royal family too. Because like, I remember like when they used to first start talking Queen and Clarence, you know what I'm saying? They made it very, very clear that they was doing some business shit. We already knew. We all knew it. And honestly, they said on so many different countless occasions, you know what I'm saying? Clarence has admitted, you know what I'm saying, on so many different videos that in the beginning when he first met Queen, that he wasn't even looking at Queen like that because he was still in love with this woman. You know what I'm saying? It's been said. So this is why I'm not understanding. Like this part we already know. Who wrote the book? You know what I'm saying? The pamphlet or whatever the fuck it is. Like, I'm getting so aggravated because I want to know who wrote this shit. And we ain't talking about everything but that. Like, for real.
And I gave him space. I went back to my house. And, one thing led to another. So, I went back home. I gave him his space. We never really said it's over. We didn't. That's not how it ended. It was just space that he wanted. So, I gave it to him. And, I remember talking on the phone, you know I love you, you know I want to marry you, you know I want to have kids with you.
Yo, this is getting out of hand, bro. To me, this is getting out of hand. This is getting fucking out of hand, bro. Like, seriously. Like, he was wrong for saying anything about your medical situation. That indeed, yell at him. But I'm not understanding this right here. Can somebody in these comments please help me understand? For real. Please help me understand. Now, I can see if Clarence had a lot of videos where he was talking about her. I can't recall one. Can somebody help me? Because, you know, I have a tendency, man. It's a lot of information, so I could have missed something. But can somebody please put in the comments, like when Clarence has ever went and talked about this girl? Like, for real, for her to talk about this? I'm not understanding it. And I'm not saying there's nothing, I mean, beautiful girl. I feel like she's a sweetheart. I really do. And I feel like she's been dragged into this shit for no reason at all. I really, really do. But it still doesn't change the fact that I do not understand while we're talking about anything that happened during their breakup. I don't get it.
This is just business. And I said, fine. Then I also told him, Clarence, the more you're with her, the more you guys are, you're gonna get feelings for each other. And obviously she likes him. I mean, he told me like, yeah, of course she likes me, but that's not the case. It's just business. And I said, fine. But I already knew. But once you hang out with somebody every day and you know.
And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But they've already admitted this. I mean, like, honestly, I'm not trying to be stupid enough, but I just wanted to know something in these videos that I didn't know previously. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. He said it. He did not expect to fall for Queen. I think we all knew it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. The chemistry between them was real cool. You could tell. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And I really feel like Clarence wanted out. He did not do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if he just said he wanted space, you know, and he didn't really clarify, like, it's over, I can understand where she would feel some type of way. But then I can also recall that he came on the internet and said he was single. Baby girl, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think the way that he did it was appropriate, but I mean, we all knew. Everybody knew. But you, boo. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I just hope by the end of this video, we gonna know who wrote the book.
You guys are gonna vibe, whatever. You guys, I don't know. You might see something, and whatever. It is what it is. So that's what I told him. He told me, assured me that wasn't the case. So I believed him, and then the videos kept coming. They kept coming. They were getting a little more enticing, and I couldn't handle it. I remember.
I love the way she talked, though. Her accent is so cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, she gonna make a beautiful wife to somebody one day. Oh my God, she really is. It just probably ain't gonna be Clarence. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, dog, this is a situation that happens, man. Man, we fall in love, boy. We think that we gonna be with them forever. You know what I'm saying? And then we get slapped in the face. It happens to us all, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that people is ready to run with this narrative because it is Clarence NYC. Like, seriously. Don't nobody care about nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, my ex, like, I'm not finna do a story time about, you know what I'm saying, some other shit. Like, for what? It's over with. It's done. I'm just so, I don't know.
If I go back, I remember when they was on live and I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. But when the video started getting a little more like freaky and too like, I don't know, when it was just getting too much, I couldn't handle it. And I knew then that I had to just let it go. I couldn't deal with that. And he obviously was getting to a space that where he wanted to be. So I pretty much let it go, you know?
That's deeper than money. So, like, what's really good? So then...
And good for you, baby girl, because honestly speaking, like, nobody should have to settle. I don't care who it is. You know what I mean? And it was really dope that regardless of the whole situation, she chose to not settle. You know what I mean? As she should. You know what I mean? Like, look, dog, I don't feel like it should be any type of slander towards her, you know what I mean, or nothing. Because she got dragged into this situation. I am completely bamboozled on why we're talking about the whole relationship. But for the most part, man, she seems like a very sweet young lady, man. For real. And she's been quiet as hell. She ain't really been saying anything. I just think that, I just hope that this situation doesn't backfire on her.
Clay simply just said to his ex, that supposedly Leslie, you know, chill, babe. Like, he's just trying to get his followers up. And Clay basically said that this girl is basically just to come up. She's loaded with money and clout. And basically that was it. That's all it was to him. That's what Clay told the ex. So
he didn't tell me that. Those things are the obvious. I mean, he didn't have to tell me all that.
It's kind of like a little emotional at the end because you can just kind of tell that it just seemed like she's a little sentimental about the situation. Maybe with certain things that's been triggered in this book because a lot of people, I mean, whoever been writing this book, I mean, anybody could have wrote this or whatever, but you can kind of tell that some things are triggering her. You know what I mean?
But the reason why Leslie had flipped out even more wasn't just because of the text messages. It was because Clay had invited her to New York. She was invited to New York. And that's when allegedly Leslie, who is allegedly the ex, flipped out and was like...
I don't know about Clarence inviting Queen to New York. I do know that she came to New York to visit. I don't know how they got together because I didn't read messages. I know just as much as you guys know from after they posted how they started and whatever. So I don't really know how that shit started. So I want to assume that they were talking on Instagram, exchanging times to see each other or whatever.
Invite her to New York for, like, what you doing? This is not about money. But Clay's telling her it is about money. You know, she's loaded with money and clout. You know, hello, like, I'm just trying to gain her trust. I'm just trying to, you know, get this money, get this bag. That's basically what Clay is telling the author of the book, the ex. So, sure enough, the ex agrees and says, okay, well, she's not going to get in the way of him getting money. So, basically, the public figure comes to New York. The ex said that basically, verbatim, she took pics all in my man's house. And she paid for Clay's dinner and took them out. And
I know there was pictures in the basement, but I don't know about the dinner.
Also mentioned that she was on a budget because she said that her husband, the public figure said that her husband pretty much took all her money, so she was on a budget. So to continue on, the public figure said that her ex-husband.
If her ex-husband took all her money and she was on the budget, then why would Clarence be leaving Destiny, or Clay would be leaving Destiny because this girl supposedly had money and clout?
While she was in New York with Clay, took all the money, and so she was on a budget. So while she was there, she paid for their dinner and stuff like that, but she still let it be known she's on a budget because her ex-husband basically took all the money. That's what she said he allegedly did. But
and that is the end of my first reaction of part 1 of Queen of Lies. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it really did clear up some rumors. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Turn on those notifications and stay tuned for my next video. Thank you.
I'm gonna be real, y'all. I think Leslie is adorable as hell. You know what I'm saying? I can definitely see why Clarence would have been in a relationship with her. To me, her and Queen have very similar attributes. They like that quirky cute. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. But here's the thing. I think we've all been in relationships, right? And at one point, we're going to probably find ourselves loving a person too much. And that person in return just does not love us back the same. I think we've all been through that. We've seen the situation firsthand with Queen and Chris. You know, he said thousands of times, like, I love Queen. I got love for her. I'm just not in love with her no more. I'm not attracted to her no more. I mean, he said that. It's fucked up, but it happens. You know what I mean? Same thing with Clarence and Leslie. I feel like at one point in time, they probably both felt like, you know, forever was going to be it for them. You know what I mean? Or whatever. And he probably really meant it. She probably really meant it. But then life happens. It happened. You know what I mean? What I just don't understand in this whole situation is why we're talking about it. That's just me. I'm going to be real with you. I don't care about what the fuck Queen and Chris was doing on the red couch. Don't care. Why should I? They're both in relationships and got children with other people. You know what I'm saying? So I have the same energy when it comes down to Leslie and Clarence. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel about it. To me, it's pointless talking about it because the relationship is over. You know what I mean? The only reason why I feel like people are even talking about the situation is because they're looking for something, anything that they can use to drag this man. Yes, I totally agree that the medical situation should not have been mentioned. But do I think he did it maliciously? No, I don't. You know what I mean? And I feel like being that she has like a 5-year history with this man, like I feel like if she would have watched the original video, she would have been able to pinpoint if it was something that he just really meant to do maliciously. You know what I mean? And I think if she would have watched that, she would have realized that he did not. It was fucked up on his part. It was a messed up error, but I don't think that it was nothing had ill will behind it. That's just me personally. You know, I watched all of these videos. I watched Clarence's reaction. I watched Leslie 2 reactions. And I still don't know who wrote the damn book. That's the only reason I'm here. You know, I don't care about no relationships. I wanted to know who wrote the book. That was it. You know what I mean? So I want to know how y'all feel. Drop it down in the comments. Let's talk about it. I want to really know. Do you think that her talking about the relationship with her and Clarence mean anything to who wrote the book? Or do you think that she has every right to talk about, you know what I'm saying, her relationship with her and Clarence, even though Clarence have never spoke on it? I want to know. I really want to know, man. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I'm set in my ways and I be needing to hear different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? So enlighten me in the comments. For real. I love y'all. I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. And until next video, I'm going to catch y'all down.